The rain came down in silver sheets, blurring the road ahead, but Ava's heartbeat was louder than the storm. She gripped the steering wheel as if it could steady the storm inside her. Tonight, she was about to face the most terrifying meeting of her life. Not a job interview, not a presentation, not even the first time she confessed her love. This was far bigger. Tonight, she would meet the man who could make or break her future, her fiancé. Copyright's father, a billionaire shrouded in whispers, known for testing every soul who dared to enter his world. And Ava had only one chance to prove she was worthy. Her fiancé. Copyright, Ethan, had warned her. My father doesn't care about wealth or beauty. He wants to see character. He'll push you, provoke you sometimes in ways you'd never expect. Be ready. The words haunted her now as her stomach churned. She had dressed with care, an elegant navy dress, pearls at her throat, hair pulled into a neat bun. But beneath the polish, her nerves trembled. What if she wasn't enough? What if she stumbled? What if tonight ended with her losing not just his approval, but Ethan as well? Halfway down the slick road, Ava's car slowed as she spotted a figure hunched near a lamppost. A man, clothes ragged, soaked through, sat clutching his stomach as if in pain. She caught only a glimpse of his hollow cheeks, his trembling hands, before the car passed him. She should keep going as she was already late. The billionaire's estate was another 20 minutes away, and lateness was practically a declaration of disrespect. But something twisted inside her chest. She remembered her mother's words, "Who you are when no one's watching defines you more than anything." Ava pulled to the curb and sat gripping the steering wheel. Logic screamed, "Don't stop. Don't risk this." But her heart whispered, "He looks cold. He looks hungry." She took the paper bag beside her, the lunch she'd packed for herself earlier, a simple sandwich and apple, and stepped into the rain. The man flinched as she approached, his eyes wary and sharp. "I don't have money," he muttered. "I'm not asking for any," Ava said softly, kneeling so their eyes met. "You look like you could use this more than me." She held out the bag. His gaze flickered to her face, then to the food. For a heartbeat, he hesitated, pride battling need. Then, with a trembling hand, he took it. His voice cracked. "Why?" "Because nobody should be hungry," she whispered. "And a broken bar because kindness is free." The man's eyes softened, though his expression quickly shuddered again. He gave a small nod. "Thank you." Ava hurried back to her car, the rain soaking her dress. She was now unforgivably late. Her heart pounded with dread as she drove through wrought iron gates and up the winding driveway of the Whitmore estate. The mansion loomed like something out of a Gothic painting, a stone, glass, and intimidating grandeur. By the time she entered the grand hall, her shoes squelched with rainwater, her hair clung to her cheeks, and her dress looked more like a crumpled rag than a debut gown. A butler's sharp eyes flickered disapproval, but he said nothing as he led her to the dining room. Ava braced herself, every muscle rigid. The doors opened, and she froze. At the head of the long mahogany table sat the homeless man, clean now, his posture commanding, his sharp eyes gleaming with something she couldn't name. The sandwich wrapper and apple core were gone, replaced by a tailored suit and a presence that filled the room. Her heart stuttered in horror as realization hit. This was him. The billionaire. The father. Ethan's father. For a moment, the world tilted. She wanted to run, to disappear. She had been late. She looked like a mess. And worst of all, she had been tricked. The man, no, Mr. Whitmore leaned back in his chair, a slow smile tugging at his lips. "Sit," he said, his voice steady but laced with power. Ava obeyed, her hands shaking. She couldn't meet his gaze. The silence stretched, heavy as stone. Then he spoke again. "Do you know why you're here, Ava?" She swallowed hard. "To a broken bar to meet you. To earn your approval." "Approval," he mused, tasting the word like fine wine. "So many come to me seeking that. They dress up, flatter, perform. They show me masks, not hearts. But you, a broken bar." His gaze pinned her in place. "You stopped on the way here. You gave away your only food to a man you thought had nothing. You risked being late. You risked failing my so-called test. Tell me, broken bar, why?" Her throat tightened. She wanted to give the perfect answer, the kind that would impress him. But lies felt impossible under those piercing eyes. So she told the truth. Because no test, no dinner, no approval should matter more than helping someone in need, she whispered. "If that makes me unworthy in your eyes, then a broken bar, so be it." The silence that followed stretched unbearably. Then, to her shock, Mr. Whitmore chuckled a deep, genuine laugh that softened the room like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. "You pass," he said simply. Ava blinked. "Pass?" He nodded. "I test not with words, but with choices. Many drive past. Many pretend not to see. You chose compassion over ambition. And that a broken bar, that is what makes you worthy of my son." Her breath caught, tears stinging her eyes. Relief crashed over her, but more than that, a deep warmth filled her chest. At that moment, Ethan entered, his face lighting up when he saw her. "You made it." He kissed her forehead before glancing at his father. "Well?" Mr. Whitmore's smile widened. "She's the one, son. No doubt about it." Ava's heart soared. That night, as laughter filled the grand dining hall, Ava realized something profound. The tests that matter most in life are rarely the ones we expect. They are hidden in the small moments, the quiet choices, the times when no one is watching. And sometimes, the greatest doors open not because we impress, but because we choose kindness. Message: true worth isn't measured by wealth, appearance, or status, it's measured by compassion. The choices we make for others, especially when no one is watching, define who we really are.